Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be replacing the rear brake pads on this Mercedes ML63, the W166 AMG. So I'm going to be replacing the rear pads and I'm going to show you how to replace. So let's get started. So the first step before jacking up the vehicle, what we're going to do is go to your miles setting and hold the call button and OK button. On your screen it will pop up go to pad replacement and click OK to move to fitting position. That basically means the caliper is going to unwind itself and push back a little. You click that and it'll start making a sound in the rear that it's unwinding. It sounds like the parking brake is being disengaged. So we're going to wait to do that. Now it says fitting position reached. Now you leave the car alone and go jack up the vehicle and take off the wheel and leave this in key position 1. So once we're done doing the brakes, we're going to come back and click OK to exit fitting position, and it will wind the caliper back to position. It's to brake loosen all your lug nuts, which takes a 17mm. We're going to jack up the vehicle. This is our little baby boy Tyson. So these are our new brake pads and brake pad sensor. And I always list the parts and stuff I used in the description down below. So here's the pads. After removing all the lug nuts, now I'm going to remove the wheel. Put your wheel underneath the car just for extra safety. So in order to do the brake job, undo the 2 bracket bolts. They take size 13mm. Use a deadlock plier. As you can see, it's opening up. We're gonna wiggle this a little loose, and before we remove it, push the electrical connector from beneath and pull it out. Now carefully wobble this out. And just put something underneath so it doesn't strain the brake cable. Now remove the brake pad. As you can see, these are completely worn out. So in this brake kit, I did not receive new retainer clips, so I'm just going to reuse mine. So here are the new pads. On the right passenger rear, that's where your sensor is going to go on the other side. Insert your brake pad in like this. Squeeze it back. Same for the rear. The best way to put these in is just put it at an angle like this and slide them in. Same goes for the rear. So as you can see, my brake caliper is squeezed all the way back for the piston. As I always share tips with you to make your job easier. So supposedly your piston gets stuck all the way forward and does not go back. Even through the instrument cluster panel, it doesn't rewind. So this is what you need to do. Get 2 pry bars and gently just push piston back like this. And it squeezes the piston all the way back. So in my case, I don't need to push this back, but I can share this tip with you. You get 2 pry bars and gently just push the piston back like this, and it'll go all the way back. Now just slide your caliper on. Get your new bolts. These already have thread lock on them. Now just grab your deadlock plier and put it on here so it doesn't spin, and you can tighten using 13mm. Tighten the bolt. Same for the top. And now, last step, don't forget to insert your connector for your parking brake. Last step is install the wheel, and I hope this video helped you. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And I'm also posting a video on how to replace the front brake pads as well. So don't forget to watch that video. And like always, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And we're gonna repeat the same process. Brake loosen your lug nuts. Just jack up the vehicle. So now that the wheel is off the ground, so now using your 17mm, take the lugs off. Now remove the wheel. So now we're going to remove the electrical connector for the electric parking brake. Just press this button and pull out. Set this to the side. Now we're going to use a 13mm and deadlock pliers. The reason why we're going to use the deadlock pliers, so you can see this nut right here, we're going to hold it into position. Now break loose the bolt. And now the bottom one. Now just wiggle it out slowly. Now just set this to the side. Remove the pad. Just pull it out. The brake pad center is always located on the right side of the vehicle. And as you can see in my caliper, my center is so worn out that the brake pad sensor had came out. This is the worn brake pad sensor. So I'm not going to use this one, I'm going to use my newer one. So this is the new sensor, which goes into here. Just like that. We're going to install the brake pad. So now I'll install this one, put it at an angle, and just push it, just like that. We're going to pry this caliper back a little. That's it. Before inserting the caliper back on, just take your sensor out. So these are the old ones, which I'm not going to use. This is the new one with new thread lock on it. Using our deadlock plier. And on the top. Put the electrical connector back on. Now insert your brake center cable. That's it. Final step to put on the wheel. And if this video helped you, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks. Final step, we're going to come back to the car and click OK. It says caution exiting fitting position. So now it's winding the caliper back. It says fitting position has been exited. OK to confirm. If you have an error, it would start flashing a parking light. That means you probably left your connector disconnected, but in our case, it's okay. Now we're gonna click OK. That's it. Pump the brake pedal a few times and go take it for a test drive.